All right, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be coming back at y'all with the August update, which is update number 2 for John Nolan International Airport. Couple changes to this airport since the last video. One being I added a runway finally, so I know where the planes take off, where they taxi to. I added a few new planes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I added quite a few new planes, and then you might, in this update, you might see some of the same planes from the last video. And that's because I had them fly out of my airport and then I had them fly back in for this update. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I have a route sheet right here, just so I know where each aircraft is going for this update. So like I said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so starting off the airport update for the month of June. Right here we have a Hawaiian Airlines 787. This one just pulled in from Honolulu with its daily service to Honolulu. In the last update, I had it sitting at the gate and I had it going out to Honolulu. For this update, I have it coming back in from Honolulu. But it will be headed back out to Honolulu in a few hours. But yeah, I have a Hawaiian 787 with service in from Honolulu. So moving over next to the Hawaiian 787 is a American 787, and if you guys noticed in the last update for July 2024, I had this 787 taxiing, and I had that one flying out to Tokyo Narita. And for this update, I had coming back in. But instead of from Tokyo Narita, I had it coming back in from Santiago. So this 787 just pulled in from Santiago, and this is sitting at the Alaska Airlines gate, and you can see the Alaska in the back. But yeah, we'll get to the Alaska. And if you guys also noticed another thing, the gates I flipped sides, because I realized that in real life, when you fly, the gates usually connect to the, well, if you're looking at the plane from the front, it would be the right, but if you're looking at it from the back, technically the left. So I'm just gonna say the left, but yeah, the left emergency exit door. So just thought I'd point that out. But yeah, we got this American 787 pulling in from Santiago. Then sitting in the corner by itself next to another aircraft, is a American 777 that just pulled in from London Heathrow. Forgive me, I forgot where I had this plane taxiing in the last update, but it just pulled in, and it's parked right here because all the gates were taken. So I made custom like air stairs for the 777, but this 777, I'm just gonna say pulled in from London Heathrow, and we'll be headed back out there pretty soon. All right, so next to that American is a ANA 787, one of a few new aircrafts that I mentioned that I added to this airport. This ANA 787 I have flying under, it is operating under Air Japan, and just pulled in from Tokyo Narita. And then right next to the ANA 787, I have a 1/500 scale Herpa. I know it's not Gemini jets, but I thought I'd throw it in here. An Aer Lingus A330 in the old livery, pulling into the gate from Dublin. Moving over from the international terminal, we got the domestic, and we're gonna start off with the Alaska Airlines 787 MAX. I forget, it's either MAX 8 or MAX 9, but I have this Alaska Airlines going to San Diego. Then next to the Alaska 737 is a American 737. Oh, I almost said 787. My apologies. An American 737 in the One World livery, and I have that one going out to Chicago O'Hare. And then as you can see, right next to the American 737, I decided to throw in a retro, one of very few retro aircraft that I decided to throw into this airport update. But I have this American MD-80 pulling in from Dallas Fort Worth. Right here, pushing back from its gate, I have a American A321 in the Piedmont Heritage livery. If you look a little bit to the left, you can barely see it, but I have a custom pushback truck that I made. This aircraft is pushing out of its gate with service to Charlotte. Okay, so one of 4 aircrafts that I have taxiing down to my newly added runway. As you guys can see in the shot, I have a Korean Air 777 300ER that pulled out of its gate and is now taxiing, headed out for Seoul. In the last update, I had it going to Seoul, and then for this update, I had it pulling back in from Seoul, and then now it's pushing back out for Seoul. So it's kind of a loop. But yeah, we got a Korean Air 777 300ER going out to Seoul. Then taxiing right in front of the Korean Air, I have a one of my custom models, a Blue Frontier 757. Pretty sure it's the 300 with winglets. Finally got around to adding the logo on the tail, but I have this 757 heading out to New York JFK. And Blue Frontier is an airline that I completely made up, but I think it's a pretty cool custom model. But yeah, I have this one taxiing out to New York John F. Kennedy. Then right in front of the 757, I have a UPS 767 300 no winglets with its daily service out to Anchorage. And then first in line, I have another I consider retro aircraft. This is a Emirates A330. Currently they are out of service, but I have this one taxiing to the runway for Dubai. And then finally moving over to the cargo terminal. Now I know I've mentioned this before, that I want this airport to be a strictly Gemini Jets airport. And I know this is a Darren 747, but I found it in my bin and it had no livery. It's completely white. So I was like, why not make this another custom aircraft? And I decided to make it a Forward Air cargo. Forward Air is another fictional airline of mine. I did do a video on a 787 that I painted in this livery. Well, this is the new livery. The old livery had more arrows, but yeah, I have this Forward Air cargo 747 that just pulled in from Los Angeles and will be headed back out there. And then finally, I have another retro aircraft. This is a Trans-Caribbean 727 that just pulled in from, let me see in my routes, from San Juan, one of many airports that this aircraft flies to. But yeah, this San Juan, and then I have I think Trans-Caribbean flies to another airport. Pretty sure it's New York. I looked up this airline before it was bought out by American. Its focus city was New York, but I have this one specifically pulling in from San Juan, and will have daily service to San Juan. So this aircraft, like I said, even though it looks like a passenger aircraft, there is a big cargo door. So I thought, why not use it as a cargo aircraft? But yeah, I have this with daily service out to San Juan. This specifically pulled in from San Juan. So yeah, that is going to conclude this month's update for the month of August 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay tuned for more monthly updates. Peace.